we're exiting off on another adventure. And we'll tell you now, the adventure is to Astoria.
Yay!
We went to Astoria last summer, if you remember our Fort to Sea trail where we encountered those military men. But we're not going to do that again. We're going to...
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, we're going to change it up. We may still encounter military men who intimidatingly have a fight in the middle of our activity. But we'll let you know what we're doing when we get there. This is stop number 1 in Astoria. This is all, you researched this, Betsy, but this is all about movies shot in Oregon, right? And of course, Astoria is home of the Goonies, Kindergarten Cop, Free Willy was, a little bit was here.
Yeah.
So, not everything with Free Willy, but still.
And you can even leave it in the note.
Yeah, there you go. I love the Goonies because, confession time, I don't like the Goonies. It helped to influence Stranger Things. That's pretty good.
I'll put it towards the back.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So we walked in and it said county jail on the top. And Betsy was like, this is it. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And you can see the remnants of the county jail here. Locked up where it should be. Goonies memorabilia. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's just not my movie. I don't have the nostalgia for it as some people do.
And I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Betsy seems to think this was used in the movie. And honestly, I cannot remember if it was.
We're gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rewatch it. Even though it sucks. I'll stop hating on the Goonies starting now. When I think of the Goonies, kids suck!
That's so weird.
I don't know if I totally agree, but those kids were not the best actors. Except for Sean Astin, apparently. Sad. Should have thought about that when you were committing your crime.
No biggie.
No biggie, yeah. I'll be out of here in a week.
So in this one, there's like a bunch of Goonies memorabilia. I think the coolest one that I'm seeing is this board game. That looks like a lot of fun.
That does look pretty cool.
So apparently The Ring 2 was filmed
Wow.
in Oregon. That's a little creepy.
And The Ring 1 is a rare scary movie that I saw in theater. And
That's so weird.
It freaked me out, for sure.
And apparently the movie Short Circuit.
There you go. Looks somewhat Wall-E-ish.
Yeah. We got Benji the Hunted.
Another movie I haven't seen.
It's a must-see.
Yeah. You can record a scene, so I'll put it in. Okay. Fill in the scene for Point Blank, film a scene, screen test for The Shining, film your own scene or quote. What do we want to do?
Let's do a screen test for The Shining.
Okay. In this scene from the classic horror film, partially shot around the Mount Hood Timberline Lodge, Jack attempts to break through the hotel door and deliver the classic line to his wife Wendy, who will play the character and make this quote come alive.
I think it might be me.
Yes. I know who will play the part. It'll be Betsy. Oh wait, should we read your line?
Okay, let's see.
Banging noises are heard as Jack attempts to break down the door. Jack, in a crazed voice, little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Jack's head suddenly appears through the door. Here's Johnny. Do you think he can do it?
I hope so.
Okay, we'll see. It's a screen test, so at least if she's crap, no one can just not use her. Action.
Little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Here's Johnny.
Okay, we got another one. Should we put it in?
Okay, let's try it.
Let's try it. Film a scene from Twilight.
Twilight or Kindergarten Cop?
Ooh, well that is a pretty damn good Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Detective John Kimball is trying to pry some information out of a group of kindergartners. His attempts are failing, and his child tormentors ask him one more innocent question about his oncoming headache. Who will play this character and make the quote come alive?
I think that's you.
Oh, but you have to be the child then.
Oh, okay. I can be a child.
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all. I think I may be one of the best Arnold Schwarzenegger impressionists ever.
Oh, that was good.
I think, you know.
Yeah. And I might be the greatest cinematographer who cut off our heads. We missed the props that we could have used.
Oh, and there's hand puppets.
Here's your tumor.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, we're out of the museum now. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like very small.
Yeah, it was small.
But there was lots of fun things to do. It's definitely, if you have kids, that's really good.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah, it was $6 for adults, I think 4 for kids or something. So it's not terribly expensive, which, you know, that's good. And, you know, it's a unique thing about Astoria that it's been in so many movies, so it's good to have it.
It's pretty funny. And, like, we'll be going around the town today, and, like, it's just a kind of a quirky town. It's very cool.
Popped up here to a lookout, and this is pretty spectacular. For any non-Oregonians who don't know Astoria, so this is the northernmost coastal town in Oregon. So right over there, that's Washington, and this is the Columbia River, and then it flows on out into the Pacific Ocean. And we've gone to the Maritime Museum. Astoria is known, in fact, the Columbia River Bar is the graveyard of the Pacific because it's very treacherous to try and go from the Columbia River out to the Pacific Ocean. The mixing of the water makes it a very dangerous area for reasons that I couldn't
there's like
copy
a lot
here.
Of cool wrecks, I guess, and
Yeah.
they've recovered a lot. So the Maritime Museum even has some of those wrecks and things,
Yeah.
and like old cannons and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we still have sympathies for the victims, even if we call the wrecks cool.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
That was really
I'm just giving you crap. Don't worry, Mom, we're safe. But isn't this like if there was like a murderous shark in the water, somebody would run onto this dock, and then the shark would go underneath and like bang, 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 and collapse the dock, and they'd eat him. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
See, it's the movies. You
Yeah.
know, he's you know, getting creative, I think.
I know. Betsy just spotted the face of a sea lion. It popped up, and then it dipped below again. Now hoping it'll pop up. Perhaps that murderous shark I was talking about earlier will be a murderous sea lion, and we'll be doomed.
I will say, it's kind of jarring how much this like moves with the water.
Yeah. Well, no luck. The sea lion didn't pop back up.
No.
But we swear we saw it.
Yeah.
And we have seen some around here before, so it's not like it's, oh my god, a sea lion here! Whoa! But now we're gonna walk down. Hopefully the trolley's running. But there's a nice little trolley. Slug truck. That's 15 punches in the old game. We're in a Steinbeck novel.
I know, I feel like we should be canning stuff.
Yeah. Boom. Found them.
Aww, they're so cute. Aww. Aww, hey.
Hello.
You're pretty cute. Yeah, you're with your little tail underneath.
Whoa. Hang on.
Talk about killer,
Yeah. There you go. We weren't lying to you. Betsy's an eagle-eyed person, even without her glasses.
I just see blurs.
Yeah. Yeah. And we call them sea lions.
Yeah.
But those were correct. We're walking to the trolley, but we're getting the back end of a lot of, you know, like old cannery or whatever's. And
cool murals.
Very cool murals.
Cool.
Now we're facing the other way.
That's an active duty 210-foot medium endurance cutter that patrols all the way from the Canadian border down to Central America. The two big stern wheelers are tour boats that originate in Portland. This is as far west as they go. They go all the way up onto the Snake River. That was the last decommissioned pilot boat, so bar pilot boat. This worked out in the Pacific. It was built in Germany. This was the first one they had. That little daughter boat on the back is what actually took the people, the pilots across to the big ships out in the ocean. In school, that's where they did the filming for Kindergarten Cop. You see the paintings on the left end. The gal that did those for the movie keeps coming back and sprucing them up. The Goody House is ahead of us, halfway up the hill above Gino's Pizza there. You see the house all the way at the top with the flagpole. It's the house right down underneath it with a skylight in the roof, a black roof with a skylight. So we sky down there. And if you see on the blue hole, a little bit aft of centerline, there's a slot down there kind of carved into the side. That's where the pilot will go up. In fact, if you've got really good eyes, you should be able to see a rope ladder or a steel ladder hanging down from that slot. And that's what the pilot will use to go up. As you can see on this type of ship, the bridge is all the way forward. So that pilot boat will have to stay alongside while the river pilot that he has on board the pilot boat goes all the way up to the bridge and relieves the bar pilot on the bridge. Then the river pilot, bar pilot will have to come all the way back down and get on the pilot boat to come back to shore.
All right, so we finished with the trolley.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I think it's like definitely the best $1 that you can spend when you're on a trip here.
Yeah.
It's pretty
$1
wonderful.
per person.
I know. And they have like, I think it's all run by volunteers, and they have like the volunteers who run it are super passionate about it.
Yeah.
And all their like anecdotes and things are actually really interesting.
Yeah, Astoria has a very interesting history, so it's not like they're just stretching to fill an hour ride.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and I highly recommend doing it. I think it's the best thing in Astoria.
Oh, there you go. Gauntlet thrown down.
There you go. Now we're on our way to lunch.
Yeah. I'm hungry, so I'm ready to eat.
Yeah.
I'm barking like these sea lions.
We're at Bowie Beer Company. It's like a small microbrew place. Even though we don't drink, they do have pretty good food.
Yeah.
And we went here last year, and I liked it enough that we thought we'd come back. All right, so this is where we had lunch. It was pretty delicious.
Yeah, we forgot to film anything.
Yep, oops, we were way too hungry to film anything, but it was really good. And now we're off to a hike.
Yeah, should be pretty fun. Betsy researched this one, but we're gonna end at the Astoria Column, which is up at the top of the hill.
Pretty cool.
You want to put a column at the bottom. Okay, here's our hike. Cathedral Tree Trail, and you found this.
Yeah, I just found it online, looking up what to do. But like, we start here on Irving Street, and then you just hike up here, and I think that's where the Cathedral Tree is. And then if you do another 1.5, you can hike up to the column.
Cool.
So that's what we're gonna try. I did read that if it's super rainy, it gets really muddy and slippery.
It hasn't been raining recently, so we may be okay, but that's something to consider if you go. What?
This is like high road and low road. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I think we have to go up. Yeah.
That's not worse.
I mean, why would they have it if you're not supposed to go on? The trees just fell this way. Just like, I don't know, like quarter of a mile maybe.
Yeah.
We're here at the Cathedral Tree, which you can see right there. Wow. Pretty crazy.
It's really neat.
You know what this makes me want to do?
What?
Go. Oh, oh, oh. Terrible reference to Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And I thought he wanted to do the Ewok dance.
Well, here's your chance. Boom.
I think that worked.
Now we're on to the Astoria Column, indicated by that. You can definitely see why people warn against this trail getting really muddy.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty good today.
yeah, we're lucking out today. rewarded with some pretty spectacular views.
Yeah, you pop out of like lush forest into this, which is pretty great.
You can see some of the markings on the column with Lewis, Jefferson, and Clark. Jefferson, of course, you know, commissioning the Lewis and Clark expedition, which ended right near here. All right, we begin our climb. 164 steps. And just like that, we are back to the junction. This way to the column, as with that indicator, and this way to Cathedral tree.
And this way to our car.
Yeah. All right, we're down from the hike and we're on our way back to home.
Yep.
So it was a great day in Astoria.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah, and credit to Betsy, she researched, found the film museum and also that hike. And then we had done the trolley before, so we knew we wanted to do that again.
I love the trolley.
Yeah, but you know, it's just 2 hours from Portland. I think it's my favorite coastal town in Oregon, which is a bit like we used to go to Florence all the time.
And I still really love Florence, but Astoria, at least for me, is really still new to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to explore all the little things, and there's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
Like you could definitely spend more than a day there. Plus, there's Fort Clatsop, which we didn't even
we didn't even touch
today.
So we'll be back, I'm sure. So I hope you enjoyed this trip to Astoria at least, and hopefully that you won't mind others in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, see you next time.
Bye.